In just 9 minutes, uncover 10 raw takeaways from Chris Williamson's explosive talk with Alex Hormozi. From the secret mindset billionaires never talk about, to using fear wisely, choosing joy over success, and why most people stay miserable. Takeaway 1. The mindset that billionaires evolve into. Alex Hormozi explains that the mindset you start with is often not the one you should keep once you succeed. This is a secret shift that many high performers go through but never talk about. In the beginning, success often comes from pushing through pain, ignoring emotions, and grinding constantly. But if you keep operating with that same mindset after reaching the top, it starts to hurt you instead of helping. Alex says many people build success with a certain mental fuel, but then fail to switch to a new type of fuel when it's no longer needed. He shares that after years of being numb to joy and completely focused on results, he realized that success was no longer about just getting more. It became about feeling peace and contentment. For example, someone might become rich by working nonstop, but once they have the money, that same work style makes them feel empty. Chris Williamson adds that it's like being on a diet that works at first, but then ruins your health if you stay on it forever. Billionaires often never talk about this second shift because most people never get far enough to need it. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 2. Understand your place in the universe. Alex Hormozi shares how thinking about how small we are in the universe can make us feel calmer during tough times. He says we are tiny humans on a spinning ball in the middle of a galaxy that no one fully understands. This thought helps him let go of stress, mistakes, and fear. He gives the example of when something goes wrong in business or life, like a project failing. Instead of letting it ruin your day, you remember that in the huge timeline of the universe, none of it really matters. He also points out that even people who seem unforgettable, like the Queen of England, are quickly forgotten after they die. This helps him take life less seriously and focus on doing his best without fear. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 3, learn to stay in a good mood. According to Hormozi, one of the most powerful mental skills is being able to stay in a good mood for no reason. Most people think they need something good to happen in order to feel good. But Alex flips that idea and says, if we can feel bad for no reason, then we can also feel good for no reason. This mindset gives you control over how you feel instead of depending on the world to cheer you up. Chris Williamson adds that even little moments of peace, like a quiet morning or a great workout, can be enough to feel joy. For example, enjoying your coffee fully and letting that moment lift your whole day is a small but powerful habit. This way, your mood is not controlled by external success, which even billionaires struggle with. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 4, success always comes with sacrifices. Hormozi warns that people chasing massive success often don't realize what they're trading to get there. The higher you want to go, the more you have to give up. You might think success will give you freedom, but sometimes it takes even more away from you. Alex shares how he once rushed through his workouts because work became more important, but then he realized success should give you more time for what you love, not less. He refuses to let achievements rob him of the joy he worked so hard to earn. For example, if you become rich and still feel rushed and unhappy, then what was the point of all that effort? Many top performers silently feel this way, but don't admit it. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 5, success should not cost your joy. In a very personal moment, Alex Hormozi talks about how he forgot what made him happy. He used to love working out more than anything, but as he became more successful, he let work squeeze out the joy of slow, peaceful gym sessions. Eventually, he decided he would no longer rush through his workouts, no matter what. He now spends 2 to 3 hours training if he wants to, and enjoys a relaxed meal afterward. He says that these simple pleasures bring him more real happiness than any business win. For example, he finds more joy in a workout with a close friend than in a $1 million deal. This is something even rich people often miss. Real joy is in the little things we stop doing when chasing big goals. We're halfway through the video. Thanks for sticking with us. If you're enjoying it, hit the thumbs up and share it in your WhatsApp groups. If you'd like to support us, please tap the thanks button below. It helps us keep making great content. Drop a comment and don't forget to hit subscribe for more. Now let's continue with the video. Takeaway 6. Focus on rebounding quickly from bad moments. Resilience, according to Alex, is not about never feeling pain. It's about how fast you recover. He calls this the time between something bad happening and when you act like yourself again. A fast recovery shows mental strength. One tool he uses is the veteran frame, where he asks himself, if this happened 1,000 times, how would I react the 1,000th time? Then he tries to react like that from the beginning. He also imagines the worst-case scenario all the way through until it loses its power. For example, if everyone laughs at your speech, what then? You might feel embarrassed but still survive and move forward. This mindset helps you stop fearing failure so much. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 7. Don't let bad moments ruin good seasons. Hormozi points out that sometimes we think we're having a bad month or year when really we just had 5 bad moments. The problem is we keep replaying those bad events and let them grow in our heads. Instead of doing that, Alex focuses on having one good day, even in the middle of chaos. That one day becomes proof that not everything is falling apart. For example, if a friend tells you something kind or you enjoy a peaceful dinner, that becomes the highlight of the week and a reason to stay hopeful. Over time, these small wins change your whole season. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 8, work smart and hard, not just hard. Hormozi believes that working hard only gives you an edge when your competition is lazy. But in real life, your competition is usually working hard too. That's why being smart with your effort is just as important. He gives an example where his team completed a 12-week project in just 7 days by locking themselves in a room and focusing completely. They worked 12 to 14 hours a day, but cut out all distractions. At the end, they were proud because the work was their best ever. This shows that focused intensity beats random effort. If you combine smart planning with hard work, you stand out. Now let's move to the next takeaway. Takeaway 9. Use fear wisely to drive smart decisions. Instead of running from fear, Alex uses it to guide smart decisions. He asks himself, what are all the ways this could fail? Then he works to prevent those things. This method is called inversion, and it turns fear into a tool instead of a block. Most people imagine failure and stop, but if you imagine failure and plan for it, you stay ahead. For example, if you're scared to ask for a raise, think it through. The worst-case scenario is a no, which leaves you exactly where you started. Once you see that failure isn't fatal, you stop letting fear freeze you. Now let's move to the last takeaway. Takeaway 10. Happiness requires choosing smaller wins. Alex and Chris both talk about how people often wait for big moments to feel happy. But life is made of small, regular days. If you only allow yourself to feel joy during big events, you'll spend most of your time feeling empty. Alex started counting small things as victories, like drinking coffee with his wife or finishing a good workout. These moments became his new measure of a successful day. For example, instead of waiting for a huge deal to close, he enjoys sharing quiet time with someone he loves. When you let small wins count, you feel happy more often and your life feels fuller. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support this channel, hit the thanks button below. It really helps us keep going. If you enjoyed this summary, please leave a like and share it in your WhatsApp groups. To join discussion about this video, drop a comment below. And for more videos like this, hit the subscribe button below.